Hello Mandarinos, welcome back to my channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. So today I have a video for you that I've thought about doing for the longest time now. It's my makeup collection. As you know, makeup is one of my main passions. I really love collecting it and trying new products out and really see what's new at the drugstore or at Sephora. So in the last years I've also accumulated so much stuff and makeup that I really wanted to show everything to you guys. But since, as I said, I have lots of products, I've decided to split this makeup collection in multiple videos and go by category. So this is today we're gonna talk about blushes and bronzers and highlighters, and then in the next videos I'm gonna talk about primers and foundations, lipsticks, eyeshadow palettes, everything. This way you have a 360 view of my makeup collection, but it's gonna be easier for you, I guess, to follow. One more thing, this is not only gonna be a makeup collection video, this is also gonna be a decluttering video. So I'll show you every single product that I have and I'll try and talk a little bit about it. And I'll also tell you whether it's gonna stay in my collection or whether it's gonna leave, and I'll tell you why, of course. So I really hope that this can be interesting for you guys. If you like this kind of videos, please subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell notification button down below. This way you're gonna be notified whenever I upload a new video of this series. And also, if you want, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and all of these links are gonna be in the info box down below, as well as all the links to the other videos of my makeup collection as soon as they get out. So now I'm gonna start talking about all of my products. Okay, so here we have my makeup station. Of course, it's just an IKEA desk where I've put all my transparent little drawers with all my makeup. I keep all the makeup that I use most of the time, so like on a day-to-day basis. I call this a makeup declutter, but it's not gonna be a declutter where I throw away things. It's just gonna be a declutter where everything that I don't use that much anymore is just gonna be put in those drawers down there. I have a drawer for new products up here. Then we have the eyes drawer, the face drawer, the lip drawers, and in the other drawers I usually keep backups of the products that I'm already using, that I'm already enjoying. So the first drawers that we're starting with is this one right here, which is my highlighter, blush and bronzer drawer. As you can see, is the one that needs the most help, just because I have so many products on the side, just because with Christmas I received so many gifts and I also bought something for myself, and I was a little bit lazy. I just put them on the side and I was like, we're waiting for the declutter to come. So that's where we're starting at. So on the top of this little thing we have two highlighting and contouring palettes. The first palette that you can see is the TARTEIST Pro Glow To Go palette. This is a mini to go palette from Tarte, which is an highlighting and contouring palette. I've spoken about this in my favorites from 2017 video because I use it every single day, so this of course can stay. The second palette that we're gonna talk about is this one by Sleek. It's of course an highlighting, bronzer and blush palette that looks like this. I have to be honest, I bought it just because this shade right here reminded me so much of the Orgasm blush by NARS that I love to death. Unfortunately, I've had it for like the past, I think, 10 months or so, and I've almost never used it, so that's such a shame. I'm just gonna keep it to see if I get around to using it this year. I really think that I will love it. I don't know why I never reach for it. Isn't this the cutest packaging you've ever seen? This is a highlighter that was part of the Candy Split collection by KIKO, so it's candy inspired, of course. I love the outside packaging so much that I just decided to keep it on my desk. And this is the actual highlighter that you have on the inside. Of course, I love even the packaging of this little highlighter right here. It's a beautiful color because it mixes some pink and some golden in it, and as you can see in here you have a swatch and it's just beautiful, so I'm just gonna keep it on my desk. So now we're gonna go through all the drawers that you see in here. In the first drawer I have two mineralized skin finish by MAC, so here they are. This one is picking up so colorful on camera. I can assure that it's not in real life, it's just like a plain white. This one of course is Soft and Gentle, and this one is Lightscapade. These were the first two big products, MAC products, that I bought for myself, and they were so expensive. This one is just a beautiful, beautiful shade. The problem is that it's so thin in consistency that it just gets everywhere. The color is just something that I love so much, so this of course can stay in my drawer. This one I was thinking about like maybe decluttering it, just because it's a very white highlighter. Nah, for the moment it can stay. So now moving on to my blush drawer. I have too many, I have 8, so it's time to declutter something. The first one is this one by KIKO, which is absolutely beautiful in packaging. This was a collection inspired by art, so it's like a paint stroke right here, but as you can see it's a little bit too pink for my complexion. I'm not
able to get that much use out of it. That one, I'm sorry, but we're gonna declutter it. Then we have another KIKO blush, and I'm absolutely in love with this packaging. I found it so elegant and chic. This is the number 4, and it's a Shade Fusion Trio blush, and even the inside of this one is beautiful, just because I love this little detail with these 3 colors. This one, even though it's still a little bit too pink and light for my skin tone, but I just get away with it because I just dip my brush into this zone right here, which is the darkest one, so this one can actually stay in my drawer. Then moving on, we have the last KIKO blush. This one is from a very old collection. As you can see, it has still the black packaging. It's the number 112, and it's one of the soft touch blushes, and as you can see, it's this beautiful mauvey bearish color. Moving on, we have this super cute and modern L'Oreal Paris blush sculpt. This one is in the color 201 Soft Rosy. Honestly, I bought this one on an impulse. As you can see, it's always the same problem. It's too light for my skin tone. It's not even too light, it's just too pink. So I'm really sorry. I won't throw it away just because it's not expired or anything else. I'm just making room for something else on my drawer. Then we have this Essence Matte Touch blush in the color number 20, Bury Me Up. I've spoken about this in my favorites from 2017 video, and oh my god guys, I already have a backup one for this one just because I love it so much. It's this perfect movie peachy color, which goes well with any single look that I create, and it just makes me feel so healthy once I put it on, so this one has to say. Then we have this Illuminating blush by Catrice Cosmetics, and this one is in the number 20. The color is called Coral Me Maybe. This one, even though it's a little bit light, it's still a corally undertone, so it actually goes well with my skin, I think. Also, it has some micro glitters in it, so when I want something a little bit more sparkly, that's what I usually use. Plus, can we talk about the indent of this packaging? Then we have this mini blush by Too Faced. This is one of their Love Flush blushes in the color Love Hangover, and it was part of a Christmas mini set from last year. I know that the pink packaging makes it look like a different color, but it's actually even darker than the movie color that I showed you before. Actually, it's more of a wine red color. I have to say that I haven't used it enough this year, so it just can't stay in my drawer. We'll see if I'll get my use out of it. This is the last blush that I had in my drawer. This one is by NYX, and it's the color Tuscan. I don't know what I was thinking about once I bought it, just because first of all I thought it was like a metallic packaging, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll make my Z palette of only blushes and bronzers and sculpting stuff. But it's not actually metallic, it's just a plastic box. This way you have to buy the plastic case that it goes in. Plus, on the website it looks so much softer than it looks in real life, just because it's straight out red on your cheeks. So I'll just declutter it. These are two Baked Blush, Illuminator and Bronzer by NYX. The actual packaging of these is so cool. I bought them because they were on sale for like 70% off their price, but unfortunately there was a reason why. Just because they're not pigmented at all. Once you go in, the product is so stiff, and as you can see, I'm just scratching the top. On my finger it looks like I have something. Once I go to swatch it, nothing at all. Same goes for the other color, so unfortunately I'm just gonna declutter them just because I can't see the use in this. So now moving on, we have this beautifully packaged blush from Nabla in this beautiful rose gold metallic packaging. This is one of their Blossom blushes in the color Satellite of Love. I also love the decoration on the actual pan of the product. This color has to absolutely stay in my drawer, even though it's a little bit darker than what I thought it would be. But I just want to try it out to see if I can adapt it to my skin. Then we have this NYX Sweet Cheeks blush palette. Again, I bought it because it was 70% off, and for this one I don't regret it, not a single second, just because the quality of the blushes that you have on the inside is beautiful, plus the selection that you have is just perfect. You have this baby pink color that is just perfect when you want to create something editorial or a little bit more soft. These two shades right here, which can double up as a blush and an highlighter, so I think that with this palette they actually did an amazing job. There you go. Nothing to do with the ones that I showed you before. Another product that I have on the side is this Lick palette right here, which is a highlighter palette. Everyone was talking about this, so I had to buy it to test it on my own. This is what it looks on the inside. I haven't been able to use it that much this year. I don't know what it's about sleek products. I just don't reach for them, and it's such a pity because once I see it, let me swatch some of the colors for you. Maybe I didn't reach for this just because it's a little bit too blinding for me. I'll just keep it on the side and give it a go for the next like 2 months, and if nothing happens, then I'm gonna declutter it. So we still have 2 drawers left. left. This is the drawer where I keep all of my bronzers. The first one that I have right here is this Essence MOSAIC Compact Powder, which is in the color number 1, SUNKISSED Beauty. If you're wondering why all of my Essence products are ruined, it's just because here in France they close them with some tape that goes all the way around. So once you open them, of course you ruin them. So this one, I just bought it because of the shape of the pen, just I thought it was so beautiful. But I've tried it so many times and it just doesn't seem to work with my complexion. It's just too light. As you can see, the light part takes up the most of the space in the pen. Honestly, quality wise, it's not that bad. It's just the wrong shade for me. So I'll just declutter it. If you've watched my favorites from 2017 video, you already know that this one was one of the products that I mentioned in that video. This is the Chocolate Soleil by Too Faced, and this is just gonna stay in my drawer till it's completely out, and then I'm just gonna buy the full size. This was definitely one of the best purchases of 2017. This one is a duo with a blush and a bronzer. You have Orgasm blush and Laguna bronzer. Just look at it. I'm so impressed that I didn't hit pan on the blush just because I was using it all the time this summer. A little bit goes a long way, you know? And this of course is gonna stay in my drawer forever. And we got to the last bronzer of my drawer, which is this one right here, which is by NYX. This is the high definition blush in the color Taupe. Can you guess why I bought this? Just because Nikki Tutorials was raving about this, saying that it was the perfect contouring shade for pale people. I'm not pale enough to wear it as bronzer, it's just too ashy for my skin tone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna declutter it from my bronzers, but I'm just gonna put it in my eyeshadow drawer just because it's a perfect transition shade for me. So in this drawer I keep all of my highlighters. Starting from this one, the Manizer by the Balm. Of course, this is my favorite highlighter of all time, and this is never ever gonna move from my drawer just because it's amazing. Then I have this mini version of the Opal highlighter by BECCA. Honestly, I have to say that I used it like once or twice this year and I didn't like at all the effort that it gave to my skin. But the fact that everyone loves it so much, it just makes me wonder that maybe I'm just not applying it right. So I've just decided that I'm gonna keep it in my drawer, give it a second chance and see how it goes this year. Also because once I swatch it, I really like it, so I really don't know what's the problem with this product for me. The first one is a mini of the Snow Bunny, which looks like this. As you can see, you have different colors inside of it. The problem is that, as you can see, it has a brown like edge center, and once you go to swirl all the colors together, it's impossible not to dip in that color as well. So once you swatch it, as you can see, it's a little bit too bronzy and dark for my skin tone. Maybe I will be able to use it on the summer, but for the moment I'll just declutter it. Then we have this one right here, which is the mini of the Candlelight highlighter. That looks like this. You have this white part and this pinkish part. Once you swirl them together, it's so beautiful. As you can see, this is much more a color that I could wear on my skin. So this one is gonna stay in my drawer.
So that was it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give that a thumbs up, and again, subscribe to my channel because it really helps me out a lot. Also, leave me in the comments down below some suggestions for new products that I should try out, or stuff that you liked, or products that I like that you hate. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye bye!